We are seeing a little bit green across the board. Bitcoin is bouncing, the S&P 500 is bouncing, but are they out of the woods? That is the big question, because I'm going to show you some charts in today's video which still would suggest that Bitcoin is going to see lower levels until we are doing something that could be really insane, which I will share with you as well. But guys, let's start off with CoinMarketCap. Thank you lovely people for tuning in into today's video. Like we see in the last 24 hours, a lot of things are actually slightly green. We are like 1%, 1.5% in the green. Last hour it is a little bit coming down, but you can see in the last 24 hours, most projects, they have seen somewhat of a bounce, which is quite nice, right? If we have a look at the Bitcoin futures chart, we can also see a nice bounce right here. And yeah, we didn't really came up to fill that gap yet. I expect that it's still possible in the shorter term time frame. I'm also going to show you exactly why. But I want to share some charts with you, which I shared yesterday, which were actually really on point. So yesterday I said, guys, we are seeing a bearish divergence on the volatility index from the S&P 500, right? So if we were to come down, break this uptrend in the VIX, we most likely get a push higher in the S&P 500 in the shorter term time frame. That would also be good for Bitcoin, right? So when we have a look at the S&P 500, we can see that we did got that push to the upside because we lost that uptrend in the VIX. The volatility index has a inverse correlation with the S&P 500, showing the volatility basically. Then guys, when we have a look at Bitcoin, we can see that we had that bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. We broke above the level of 26,300, so that is quite beautiful. So it looks like that we are right here, definitely in a somewhat at least retracement to the upside, that bounce that we actually have been waiting for. And yeah, so far we are getting resistance from the 4-hour EMA ribbon. It is possible we can break above this level, but there is a very big but, and that is this chart, guys. That is the stablecoin dominance. And what we have seen yesterday, and I shared this also over on WhaleAlerts, guys, we had this pattern in the stablecoin dominance. And I actually thought this pattern would be a continuational pattern to the upside, but not necessarily, because we did got that bearish divergence, lower in the relative strength index right here. So this was also suggesting we could break out to the downside. Either way, you can just act whenever we are seeing a breakout. Don't need to do anything until you see the chart move, basically. But what we've seen right here is the moment we broke down right here, that was the moment that Bitcoin broke up. So we've shared that on WhaleAlerts, like, hey, the stablecoin dominance is breaking down. Most likely that will bring a push for Bitcoin. And the thing right here is right now that below us we do have a support level, a very important support level. I think if we touch that support level, just in terms of probabilities, it is very probable that we are going to see Bitcoin dumping again. And why is that? Let me tell you why that is, guys. If we go to the daily time frame right here, we can see that we have kind of a triangle formation or a falling wedge formation right here. We broke the resistance clearly to the upside. It makes sense to come down and get a retest, and that level is still a little bit below us where we are trading right now. That can be another push to the downside, which means that if we were to see that in the Bitcoin price, one last push to the upside, maybe fill the gap 27,500, right? But if we do flip this former resistance into support, and we are going to see a move like this where we come down and bounce from these levels, this will be definitely in the shorter term time frame extremely bearish for Bitcoin. Also, we are approaching the month of September, which is the most bearish month for crypto and for stocks in general. And we are already seeing some rumors going around about a new flu that is coming. And I got a question, guys. I got a question from someone yesterday in the comment section asking me what kind of impact that would have on the economy, what kind of impact that would have on Bitcoin. And I can tell you already right now, guys, if we would see something similar as 2019, where we had that massive crash right here, March 2019. This sounds maybe really weird, but this is one of the most bullish things that can actually happen with Bitcoin. And I'm going to tell you why, because it's not fun. I'm not saying that this is fun. This was not a fun time. But yeah, let's take the advantage of a negative situation, right? So once we were seeing this crash, all the things happening on the news, and etc., a lot of people started suddenly to work from home. Everyone was suddenly busy on the laptop, busy with crypto, busy with stocks. And this was a huge catalyst to print money. And that is exactly what Bitcoin needs, guys. And we should not be hypocritical right here. Like, Bitcoin is kind of dependent on the stimulus of new money, because if there is no stimulus of new money, we can already see that in the money to supply, in the circulating supply of money, Bitcoin went into a bear market the moment they stopped printing money. Right, and I know in the end Bitcoin should replace the fiat system, stuff like that, and I think Bitcoin is of course a better system for that. But right now, if we just look at the price in the shorter term time frame over the next coming years ahead, the money printer going on will help to push the price of Bitcoin higher. Not only because of inflation, but also because of the investors' incentives. Because investors, they are looking for risky assets the moment money is being printed. And when the money printer is off, when the money printer is stopping, they're not looking for risky investments. They don't, because money is actually deflationary and the money supply is kind of decreasing or stagnant. And in a recession or in a depression or in a economy that is not growing, you want to hold only one thing, and that is cash. Cash is king during a recession, during a bear market, because your cash is going up in value. So why should you invest in any of these things while you have a big risk of these things going down? So when something similar happens, and I do think it's going to happen, guys, I do think that we are going to see something similar. It will be more fast than the previous times, because people already see this coming. People already been through these lies and illusions, right? So I think it will come, it will happen faster. We might see a similar playbook as 2019, and I think this will be tremendously bullish for Bitcoin, because it gives Bitcoin a use case. It gives the people, the society, a big use case for Bitcoin, because they want to be self-dependent, right? They want to have their own ownership. They want to escape something which loses value, and that only loses value when newly money is being created. So yeah, guys, I think this is definitely bullish. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comment section, guys, because I'm actually quite curious what you guys think about it. Here we can already see in the news that they are starting to, basically starting to prepare us a little bit about what is coming. And you guys know it from the previous time, right? They start slow and then it goes, it accelerates, and suddenly, before you know it, you can't go out of your front door, right? So yeah, guys, let's see what happens. September, most bearish month. Like I said, I will be bearish on Bitcoin for a retest right here from this former resistance. But I also going to give you a big but here again. If we do see Bitcoin breaking down from, if we do see the stablecoin dominance breaking down from this crazy 4-year uptrend, that would be really insane, guys. Like, I would almost argue that a breakdown right here is a confirmation that Bitcoin goes to $100,000. The thing is only, I was hoping that right here we would break down. We didn't, so we are still trading in this formation, right? That's also why I took profits on my Bitcoin holdings, because in terms of risk management, for me, it's just more safer to have now a bigger part of my portfolio in stables. Even though we bounce in the shorter term time frame, I will re-enter this position the moment we break this support. Because what if we do like this? We go to the middle right here and then we break there, or what we break here, or what if we break here? We don't have a confirmation of that right now. That is like pure speculation, right? I don't really like that kind of speculation, because there's nothing behind it, right? There's no really good arguments behind it, and we don't yet see any evidence. So for me, I really love to see this chart breaking down. If this chart's breaking down, I will get laser eyes, bro. I go full bull mode, because this would be insane. This would really be insane. But okay, guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If so, if you enjoyed this video, guys, share this with friends, share it in the Telegram channels, drop a like, make sure to subscribe, guys. All very, very much appreciated. Guys, I love you all very much. I wish every single one of you a beautiful day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.